Today, I want to solve one of hardcore Minecraft's biggest issues. And well, I think we all know what that is. And that issue is dying, because if you die in hardcore Minecraft, well, you lose your entire world. So today, I want to spend a little bit of time building up a very easy and efficient raid farm, so I can get all the totems in this world, and hopefully I won't ever lose this world either. Besides that, we're also going to be building up the coolest mine ever with a huge house and also a custom mine shaft. So if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, don't forget to check out my merch. I have a brand new Toby Foxy signature mousepad available for the cheap price of $19.99. Now guys, this thing is made out of great materials. High quality cloth along with high quality leather, and the print on it, well, it is insane quality. So if you want to support me, that is the perfect way to do so. Let's get on with the episode. Now, before I can get started on either of those projects, I'm gonna need to find myself a pillager outpost. Luckily, I do remember seeing one back towards spawn, so I'll just have to make my way back there, which is about 5,000 blocks. Scratch that, more like 7,000. I'm also gonna need to do a little bit of resource collecting because I have no iron right now, and the raid farm requires a couple hoppers, along with some buckets. Knowing that mountain biomes spawn with a lot more iron than other places, I made my way over to the huge mountain right next door. Sorry, but I need your leather for boots. Okay, 2, that's a good start. Can I maybe get 2 more from you? Just steak. Is there any more cows around here? That's a pig, and that's a horse. And this is exactly why I want some leather boots, please. Well, I couldn't find any more cows, so I decided just to go for it. And I've made it most of the way up. Oh, skeleton. And of course, I forgot my shield. Turns out I left my bed back at base, so I can't sleep through the night. And there's still a lot of nighttime left. So, yep, now I just get to wait. Once it was daytime, I decided to run around for a little bit longer, collecting up every piece of iron I could find, and then made sure to give myself plenty of daylight to make it back home, so it doesn't become nighttime while I'm running back. And I'm safely back home, with about a stack and a half of iron. So I'm just gonna throw both of these in the furnace real quick. Well, there's the bed I was looking for. I'm gonna put this back in my bedroom, right here. With the iron now smelting, I'm gonna get started on getting every block together that I'm gonna need, starting with a good amount of wood. Once the tree was chopped down, I spent a little while crafting up all the necessary items for this build. Luckily, there isn't too many. With an inventory full of items, I think I'm ready to go. Well, after I sleep through the night. Let me sleep, please. Thank you very much. And let's get going. Oh, and by the way, I used my last 3 diamonds to craft one more diamond pickaxe because, well, my original one is about to break and I need to do some mining. And I think I also forgot to mention, we're going to be working on the raid farm first because the sooner I can get a totem is a less chance of me dying early on. So considering spawn is usually around 0, I need to go not that way, but this way. Pretty much in a straight line. But that does mean I need to cross this mountain range, which I'm not looking forward to. Luckily, I did bring a saddle, so in case we find some horses, I can maybe speed this journey up. Wait, let me make sure I brought everything that I need. Yep, that's everything. A bed. Yep, I got a bed this time. Not gonna forget that again. And now I can keep moving. Also, in the future, I think I kind of want to do like a huge bridge going from this mountain to this mountain, and then maybe building some large structures on each side of the bridge. Oh, and that's a good sign. That's a plain, so hopefully there's some horses. That's a donkey, not a horse, and I'd prefer a horse because they're a little bit quicker than the donkeys. Oh my goodness, look at the mountain from the backside. It like curves completely around. All right, maybe I just might have to build like a city on this side of the mountain in the future, but it is only episode 2, so that's gonna have to wait. Well, we got some horses, so hopefully they're pretty fast runners because yeah, that will speed up this journey a lot. Do you want to be my friend? Nope, doesn't want to be my friend. Oh, I got hearts. Okay, let's see. Is this guy fast? Please be fast. He's horribly slow. Give me my saddle back. What about your friends? This guy seems really fast, and he also does not want to be my friend. Come on now, bud. He's definitely stubborn. Hopefully that's a good sign. Okay, we got some hearts. Okay, pretty fast. I'm actually, I think I could be okay with this. I'm gonna try out the other one. No, definitely really slow. Well, I now got a horse, so hopefully this goes a little bit quicker. And also, hopefully I don't run into any water because I don't have leads and these guys suck in water. Anyways, I'm gonna get moving after I avoid this water. Being able to get this horse is huge because it's gonna speed everything up much more. And sadly though, I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep him because I do remember ever having to go across an ocean. So at some point, we are gonna have to leave them behind. Well, we have an igloo, so let's check this thing out. Please have a basement? Forgot, I think you just break the carpet. Okay, I don't think this one has, no, it definitely doesn't. I always miss these things, so I thought it was worth checking out. No, don't run away from me. There's another small igloo and a little house. Is this a village? Oh, it is a village. Okay, anything in here? Or is this not technically an igloo? There's a chest, obviously, and I'll take the bread. Don't need anything else. Anything in here? Nope. I am definitely gonna have to hit this on my way back because these snowy villages are full of lanterns. And as you guys know, lanterns are quite expensive. All right, that's definitely an igloo. A really glitchy one too. This is also perfect because I do need some lava to build this farm, and I didn't have any. And it's also time to sleep. Is this technically ice spikes, or is this just a frozen ocean? I never really know. Like, tell me that doesn't look like ice spikes. Ooh, another village. Well, leave a comment down below. Let me know, because I've never understood if those are ice spikes or frozen oceans. Well, I've now hit an ocean, which means this horse isn't gonna be able to go any further. So I'm just gonna grab my saddle and leave this guy on this island right here and go by boat. Can I place it? There we go. Look how majestic he looks. He's on an island all by himself on top of a tree. I kind of feel bad because I don't know how he's gonna get down from there. Whatever. One day we'll remember to come back and get him. And I'm gonna rely on you guys to remind me. Looks like we got a village right there and also a sunken ship, which I'll definitely check out on the way back, but I'm gonna avoid it for now. Oh, and there's the pillager outpost. Wait a second. Oh, that works out perfectly. We got a village right there and the outpost right there. That is gonna make my life so much easier because I need a villager for this farm. Now I just need to find a good spot to set it up because preferably I want a pretty flat area. An area that doesn't have things like this, even though that's really cool looking. And also an area that's kind of in level with the ocean, so I don't have to try to get the villager up a few blocks. Because last I checked, boats can't travel up blocks, only down. Oh, and there's another village right there. Okay, so I have many villages to choose from. I just need to figure out where to build it. You know, I think I might build it right down here because it's close to Y63, which is ocean level, and there doesn't seem to be many caves around. Yep, we got some turtles. All right, yeah, I'm gonna build it like right there. With the location figured out, I could place my chest down and get my inventory all cleared out. Then spending a little while clearing out all the tall grass just to figure out where my working area actually is. Along with filling in any of the holes with dirt so the pillagers don't fall down there and break the farm. Because then they can't track towards the killing chamber, which means no totems for me, making me sad. With everything now ready to go, I can get started with the farm. Although I did forget one thing. Well, I didn't really forget it, I just needed to stop somewhere and grab it. Luckily, that thing is a bell, and hopefully that village over there has one. Luckily, it indeed has two of them, so I'm gonna take this one, and might as well take the second one just to have for later. I swear, I'll come back for the hay bales later. All right, let's get to building this farm now. The raid farm I decided to build was designed by Waddles. I'll make sure to link the video down below in the description, but besides that, this seemed like the easiest one to build early game, along with being the most efficient one. I had to make a few of my own changes because his requires stuff from the nether, and well, I haven't gone to the nether yet. It only took me a little bit to build the majority of it, which is pretty nice considering, I mean, yeah, it's early game. It just involves building a square and then digging down a few blocks and then building a killing chamber. Or at least that's the easy part. The farm is about 90% complete, and one of the last things I need to do is go grab a villager from that village over there, which I'm not looking forward to, because villagers, well, they kind of suck. Unless you're trading with them, then they're pretty cool. Of course, like the only villager I can find is a villager I don't need, which is a nitwit. Come on, buddy, get a job. Oh, perfect, there's two right up here. If I place that there and then push you, okay, we got him. Now I just need to fill in this pathway so I don't get stuck there, and same with it down here. And now I can take this villager on the journey of his lifetime. Well, I don't want to fall down there because then I can't get the villager out of there. All right, we're almost there. I just gotta break the boat without hitting the villager and place down one of these barrels. Come on, let me get you up on the land. Go to the barrel. Okay, perfect. And I need to place another one like right there. Place another one right there. And now go to this barrel. Perfect. Now I just gotta push him in. Okay, we got him, we got him. Now we should end up all the way down at the bottom, and I got plenty of daylight left. Okay, yep, he's right there. I'm gonna close this off, place some fence posts in, go towards your stone cutter, please. Just right over there. Come on, you got it. We're almost there. Okay. Oh yeah, that went so well. Plenty of torches placed in. Make sure to close all of that off. And just like that, the farm is pretty much complete. Now I just need to go kill a pillager captain. There's the outpost, which means I should probably get my shield equipped and then make my way over here. Really, there just has to be a ravine right here? I'm gonna build a bridge across it so I can get away pretty quickly. And there's another one. Now I'm looking for the guy with the banner on his head. Anything else doesn't really do me much use. Oh, okay, they're following me. Okay, they're still following me. Okay, there's the banner guy. I just need to get him all alone. All right, follow me, buddy. Follow me. Just back this way. Okay, it should be 1 or 2 more hits. Okay, yep, I got the raid effect. So now I just gotta make my way back over to the farm. I'm nearly back, so hopefully all goes well. Close this area off. Okay, the raid's starting. Let me get down here. Come on, hurry up. Right down there. Close all this off. And then I do want to place one of these bells in, actually, right there. So now if I hit the bell, I can maybe see where they're at. It doesn't seem to be working. I mean, technically Waddles did say to build this over an ocean so it goes quicker, which means this might take a little bit more time than his. That's okay though. I'm willing to sacrifice time to maybe get a little bit. Oh, there they are. Kill them as quick as possible. Round 1 is complete, so now it's time for round 2. This seems to be going a little smoother than I thought it was going to. Now it's time for round 3, and it seems that they're dying somehow. I'm not totally sure though, because only 1 or 2 of them fell, and I think there should be 5 or 6. And now I'm on to round 4. And that time, no one fell down here. So I think I maybe made a mistake with the farm. We're gonna find out though. Well, that round went much better, and I got some goodies down here, and it's now beginning to be round 5. So hopefully it continues like that. Of course, that guy has been sitting there for like 5 minutes and hasn't moved at all. He just doesn't want to fall down the kill chamber. But I'm doing pretty good. I got 2 totems, 2 saddles, some emeralds, and plenty of Omnius banners. Oh, and the raid is done. That's pretty cool. These things are pretty nifty. I ended up getting 5 totems of Undying. That is insane for how easy this was to do. Honestly, that's pretty awesome how good these are. Tons of saddles, totems of Undying, and I'm sure if you built a really efficient one, you would get a ton of emeralds, along with redstone and sugar. I grabbed everything that I think is worth taking back, which is all the totems along with all the saddles and the dirt, because why not? One day I'll come back to this farm and I'll probably build an even more OP raid farm out in the middle of the ocean. But for now, that is good enough. Since you've seen this journey already, there's really no point for you guys to watch me make the 3,000 block trek back to base. Although I did end up stopping in both of the snowy villages because I wanted to collect up every single one of those lanterns. And I'm glad I did, because I ended up with over 1.5 stacks of them. I also stopped to grab a horse, maybe to speed things up a little bit, and then I remembered how slow these horses were earlier. Yeah, they're terrible. So I went horseless and went by foot. And finally, I am back home. With the raid farm out of the way, I can now get started on the next project for today's episode. Now, every Minecraft world has one thing in common. Every single one of them, or at least the majority of them, have a strip mine. Some people just build a staircase all the way down to the bottom of the world and do their strip mining down there, but they never do any detailing up above to make it look good. Well, I'm not one of those people, which means this project isn't as easy as it could be. But I'm not about doing easy things. I try to make my projects as difficult as possible. Not really, but I do like to have fun while building them. Now, back in the first episode, I cleared out this little area just to collect up some stone, and honestly, I think I'm gonna use this as a start to my mine, because there is a little flat area right here that I can build on, so I can build like a house or a structure, which obviously it's kind of hard to see because all the trees are in the way. So let's get rid of those real quick. With the trees gone, I can now get a good idea of how much area I have to build, which honestly isn't as much as I thought it was gonna be, which also means I'm gonna have to do a little bit of terraforming. But who doesn't love terraforming? Although before I do get to building, there is a few things I need to do. First off, I want to breed up some of the animals so I can maybe get myself an enchantment table before the end of this episode. Well, at least the cows. The pigs, so I can eat them. We're not gonna tell them about that though. Oh, you wanna come in here? Okay, you can come on in. Let me close this. Okay, we got him, and I'll get you a friend soon. I know you're all alone. And then with the rest of these crops I have, I want to get some small temporary fields placed in, just so I can get this stuff growing, because I don't have a ton of it. All right, that is good enough for now, and it seems like our wheat field is almost completely grown in, but not all the way. Which leaves me with one last thing to do, the resource collecting. It's so annoying collecting resources early game. I need to get myself set up with an enchantment table. Speeds things up so much. One of the items I'm gonna need is a bunch of spruce wood, which I always need, and I don't think that will ever end, mainly because I like it so much. Besides that, I should only need 3 to 4 stacks of the spruce logs, and then a couple more stacks of oak logs. Although the spruce spruce is the easier one since they have 2x2 trees and I can just kind of bone meal it in one area. Or for the oak logs, I need to find a place I can chop down an entire part of the forest, and maybe I might just place the saplings back down. Normally I wouldn't do that, but I probably will this time considering I'm gonna be able to see the missing chunk of the forest. Wait a second, did I place any sugarcane down? I don't think I did. I definitely have some. Let's wait. Oh, I have 4. That's nice. Well, at least those 4 are gonna be a start, just a very slow one. Okay, back to resource collecting. Another item I wanna collect up is a bunch of copper ore. Considering the structure is gonna be a mine, I think it would be pretty cool to bring in some copper blocks just as a nice accent, or even use them as the roof. This is another thing where having the enchantment table set up would be really nice, because if I had fortune, it would make this process go a lot quicker. You know, I left this beehive here when I chopped all the trees down, mainly because I was scared of breaking it and then getting stung by a bee and maybe dying. But I feel like I haven't seen a single bee go in or out of it since I've chopped the tree down, so yep, no bees. We're good. Besides that, I have done a little bit of thinking, and I think I want to build the main structure up there and then maybe do like a little tunnel going underneath it. That does mean I need to chop some more trees down, if I haven't chopped enough down already. Oh, I gotta chop a big tree down. Once I had part of the forest cleared out, I then got started on doing a little bit of terraforming around where this tunnel's gonna be. I really wanted to get all the demolitions done first, and then I can come back through and build all the structures. I do this because I usually don't plan out my builds in my hardcore worlds. I try to keep them as raw and natural as possible. Now that I have some of the terraforming complete, I can really start to get an idea of what this building is going to look like. For the main structure up here, I don't want it to be too big, but I also don't want it to look too small compared to the starter house. So I'm just going to have to find a happy medium for it. And then I want to have a nice pathway kind of cruising its way back over here, and also wrapping its way all the way down to the hole I just dug. Well, I guess tunnel. Jumping straight into this build, I knew I wanted to incorporate some stone brick and stone to keep a consistency between this and the starter house. I also brought in some stripped spruce logs to use as support beams, which is something I normally do in my builds. As I made my way up to the second floor, I wanted to bring in some oak planks and oak strip logs, and then make sure to give this build plenty of windows. From there, I continued to build up the second floor, along with adding a small part for some mud brick. The structure was looking a little bit flat, so I think this will change up the consistency just a little bit. I also added a small curved roof off to the right side, and got the rest of the shape of the house finished up. And of course, I had to add in some lanterns. And so far, this structure is much bigger than I anticipated it to be. That's okay though. What's the saying? The bigger the better? Well, yeah, let's hope so. For the roof, I chose to keep it on the simpler side. By using both types of granite, I could add a textured look that would also make the roof stand out a little bit more. On the starter house, all I used was spruce and a little bit of mangrove. And as much as I do love that house, the roof could use some fixing. So for this one, I chose to get it right the first time. Okay, it's definitely bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Wait, what? Okay, scratch that. The house ended up being pretty large, and it's not even complete yet, as in I still haven't built an interior, which I guess is kind of normal for me at this point. Wait a second, bedtime. For most of the structure itself, I really like it, besides this side right here. For some reason, the proportions just don't seem to be adding up. Mainly, I think the second floor may have come out a little too big, but I have a solution to that problem. If we make this side really busy, then it won't stand out as much. So where this post is sticking out, I think we could do kind of like a conveyor belt type thing using some acacia trapdoors, and then also plant a bunch of flowers and maybe build some boulders. This side, on the other hand, is fine, I think, because it's kind of up against the hillside and a lot of it is blocked by the hill itself. So with most of the upper structure complete, I want to get started on this mine down here. First off, by ripping up all the stone on the floor and replacing it with some coarse dirt and some normal dirt, and then ripping out some of the walls and replacing it with some stone bricks so we have some texture within this mine itself. I am going to sacrifice a little bit of the very little iron I have to build rails to go down the middle, and then I'm going to take some leaves to give it somewhat of an overgrown look. From there, I just need to build a staircase going up to the main structure up at the top. A little bit more time later, I've added in some 2-high flowers along with bone mealing some of the grass. And you know, I'm really liking this. I really love how it looks as you're like walking into the tunnel. You can see the huge structure up above it. Now, I do think this could use a little bit more work by maybe adding in some like puddles and put campfires under it so the smoke is rising up, or even using some of my TNT and building an artificial cave. That's a whole nother story for a different episode. It's gonna be an ice cave, but we'll talk about that next time. You know, I really hate to end off an episode in the middle of a project, but this is one of those ones that I have completely run out of time. Although we got a bunch done today. I mean, I got myself some totems, which means hopefully I won't die as soon as I normally do, along with getting a really good start to our mine structures, which next time that's gonna be the first thing we work on. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and maybe leave a comment, and I will see you guys next time.